Welcome back, everybody, to The Dragon's Liar. My name is Wade, and this is my show, What I Watch, where I talk about the movies that I love and the shows that I watch. This is a long time coming. If you know me, you know that I love the franchise Aliens. I love, love it. Obviously, like any series, it's taken some twists and some turns. A lot of people don't like Alien Resurrection, which is Alien 4. People have qualms with AVP and AVPR, and not all those are necessarily canon, but they get attached just because they've got alien in the name and the monsters are the same. Anyways, let's get into it. So, Alien, we're talking about the first one, is a great movie from 1979. It is R-rated, has a hour and 57-minute playthrough. Please be aware there is a extended version. That wasn't a thing that they did very often back then. So I recommend the extended version. It just has more to it, more to the world, more to the universe, more to the story. Like I said, hour 57 minutes. It is horror and science fiction, and one thing I appreciate about it is it's horror in a way that we don't usually see these days, and I'll get into that. IMDb has it rated at an 8.5. It's directed by Ridley Scott. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 93% freshness score, an audience score on Rotten Tomatoes of 94%. It was released May 25th, and the box office gross is 81 million. So, pretty successful in my opinion, but it took some time to get there. So, obviously, I'm going to go through what I feel is the most important characters. We have Ian Holm, great actor, did a lot of the stuff for Lord of the Rings. Love Ian Holm. John Hurt, been around for a real long time. I've seen lots of things from John Hurt that I love. Tom Skerritt, he's done a bunch of things where he's military officers. He's acted in a lot of places. And then, creme de la creme, top of the list, Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver. Not only is Sigourney a pretty unique name, and I've never ever heard it anywhere else, but Sigourney Weaver is not only the main character of this entire franchise, but this role for her and this character has just gone through so much, and there's been so much growth, and there's so much depth, and the performances have been great. She's in 4 of the movies, and the first 3, I really feel like she knocked it out of the park. I think the 4th one, she did a good job with what she had available to her and the direction that she was given. But the first 3, loved her in Ghostbusters, loved her in everything she's ever been in. So Sigourney Weaver, giant win, knock out of the park. Love, love, love Sigourney Weaver. This is the synopsis that I wrote. A crew of long-haul space truckers are awoken from deep sleep to investigate a mysterious signal. Can they withstand what they find? Can they even hope to survive? Okay, so obviously the movie is called Alien. You know that there are people in space, and so there's an alien that's involved, okay? You've probably seen this, like I said, 1979, but here's the point. I don't want to ruin it for you in case you've never seen it and you want to go see it. You want to rent it. It streams on services. You can get it cheap. Anyways, I love, love, love Alien. Aliens, which is Alien 2, is one of my favorite movies of all time, but I'm going to cover that in my series Attack of the Twos. So that comes after I've done a bunch of these What I Watch episodes. I'll do Attack of the Twos, because Aliens is one of my favorite lines. Is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Aliens has, in my opinion, one of the best lines and the best deliveries from an actress ever, ever. So, getting into why I appreciate this movie. 1, it's science fiction. I love science fiction. 2, it's real horror. And what I mean about real horror is I'm talking about like literary horror. Okay, so when you're writing and you're a person who is an author, there are these things that are themes, that are ideas like man versus nature, man versus man versus machine. Okay, there's these concepts that are the classic concepts. Okay, so one of the reasons why I call this horror is it deals with isolation. They're deep in space. They're very far away from Earth, and they are isolated because the crew, and there's more actors in the crew. There's probably another 3 or 4 people besides these actors right here, and a cat, Stupid Jones. Anyways, um, point is that's all there is. There's no other help. No one's gonna come to help you. No one can save you. This is it. And what they have on the spaceship is all that they have. So the isolation factor in it gets very scary because no one can help you but yourself. Fear of the unknown. So they go down to a planet, which is where this signal comes from, and they find mysterious things that I won't go into because I don't want to ruin it for you. But they just don't know, and there's not much of an explanation that's ever given. So mystery, questions, stuff that can't be answered, which is what I'm going to call fear of uncertainty. Actually, I'm going to refer to that as fear of the unknowable. So you can't figure it out. Like there's just no explanation to it. Just like I've already told you that it's called Alien. There's an alien in the movie, and there are things about it that are miraculous and unexplainable, and there's just no explanation for it. Science has no answer. So that gets spooky and scary. Also, the fear of uncertainty because they all work for this company known as Weyland Yutani. And if you know the lore, Weyland and Yutani are 2 different companies that merge together in the lore of this universe, and they form a mega company named Weyland Yutani. Anyways, and through the movies and everything, you kind of get the idea that this company is disreputable, and they do all sorts of underhanded things. So, like, can we trust the company? Can we trust each other? Like, the science officer, for example, played by Ian Holm, has never flown with this crew before. So Tom Skerritt is the captain and admits to Sigourney Weaver, who's the second in command, like the first mate kind of thing, that he's never flown with Ian Holm's character Ash before. So there's like, I don't know, we got him like at the last minute. I don't know why he's here. Like there's mystery. Like who do we trust? How do we know? And then they're put in interesting situations where they're forced to like, do I follow the laws of being a intergalactic long haul space trucker, or do I save my friends? What do I do? Like, do I break the rules and I'll be sued when I get back and put in prison if I even make it back? Like, there's there's a bunch of stuff there that they have to deal with, which is a pretty great list of things to deal with. So I do want to give you some warnings. There is some language in this movie. There's at least one F-bomb that I caught. There's other swear words. So if that's something that you care about. Also, people go into like cryogenic freezers, and for whatever reason, they don't wear a whole heck of a lot of clothes. So there's an okay amount, or sorry, not okay, but there's a small amount of people not wearing a whole heck of a lot of clothes, and some of them are ladies, if that's something that you care about. I think the big thing that I want to stand on with this movie is there's a lot of people who say that there are no strong female characters in science fiction. There are no strong lead characters of females represented. Representation. And that's important. Okay, representation is important. Alien is a great example of a strong female character in science fiction. Also horror. And I kind of already spoiled for you that Sigourney Weaver is in Aliens, Alien 3, Alien 4. So sorry for the spoiler, but she lives. So this is a great movie. Sigourney Weaver, one of the all-time best kick-butt, in-depth, full characters in science fiction, and it's a lady. So if you see anybody complaining about it, this is an example. There are other examples, Linda Hamilton, Terminator series, but Sigourney Weaver is a great example how you can be a lady and have complex thoughts and feelings and emotions, and also kick a lot of butt in the science fiction arena.
We here at the Dragon's Lair understand you can spend your time anywhere on the internet. We want to say thank you for spending your time here with us at the Dragon's Lair.